Hello, people of Zimbabwe. This is Giovanna, back with ZimFirst again. Nyika vanhu ndo nyika, ilizwe ngabantu, abantu ilo ilizwe. Country first, people first, Zimbabwe first. Welcome to our show. Today we have a special guest. We'll be talking to Mr. Sandeep Pednekar, who is the CEO of Renewable Energies, Inc. Welcome to the show, Mr. Sandeep.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here.
Thanks.
This is ZimFirst, Fresh Ideas, Fresh Legs show. Can you briefly tell us a little bit more about yourself?
My name is Sandeep Pednekar. I am a US citizen, but originally from India. I have been here 23 years in the United States, and I have been in the business of buying and selling hotels for the past 19 years. And for the past 5 years, I have gone back to my roots of engineering and have innovated a product that converts garbage into electricity and many other kinds of energies, renewable energies.
Wow, interesting. Can you give a short summary of Renewable Energies?
Sure.
Yeah.
The Department of Commerce contacted me with funding this technology. And since then, I have not only come up with innovative ideas of making the technology better, but I have perfected it so much so that no matter what kind of waste you have, we can convert. So it can be garbage. It is like using, eating an apple and you throw the core away, eating the chicken and you throw the bone away, or eating the orange and you throw the peel away. We can use all of that. The grass that you cut, the wood that falls from the branches, anything can be used. The leaves that fall, anything, even paper cups, styrofoam, wood. All of those things can be used to convert into different forms of energies. So it can be used as a gas. It can be used in kitchen, in a big cafeteria, and we can use that gas and put it in a generator and use that generator to generate clean, sustainable, renewable energy. So we do not need to use oil. You do not need to import oil from anywhere else. You do not need to use other resources like coal. These things, coal and oil, actually pollute the environment, and coal especially. It pollutes the environment so much so that air, land, and water is polluted. And what we do with the use of our food and even human waste that goes into a landfill, it goes into the rivers or the lakes, all of that create lots of problem, and they in turn also create lots of pollution. So those would be land, air, and water pollution. But apart from that, it also creates greenhouse gas effects, which are really bad, and it increases our carbon footprint. So there are 5 major problems that are some things that create pollution for us. And what we do is that these are the problems and things that happen because we have to eat and we have to throw some stuff away. What do we do with that? So Renewable Energies is this US-based company that uses that garbage, that waste, as a resource. So what happens is that whatever resources that were supposed to be used for generating electricity remain intact. That energy remains as a resource without being exploited. And we use garbage in turn. We generate garbage no matter what. So why not use that as a resource and convert that into electricity, which is sustainable? So apart from also just the gas that can be used for burning and heating, we generate electricity, and we also generate different kinds of chemicals that can be used, put to good use, and it can be used for the development of the region, can be used for the development of the country too. So these are the final products, but there are many byproducts that renewable energies make. We make active carbon that can be used for purification of water or other chemicals. So there is a whole lot of thing that comes out, active carbon. Plus, we can use some of the byproducts also to build roads. So infrastructure can also be enhanced, and there are other things that can we can use as byproducts, but that depends on the person to person, the customer to customer, and on the location. So those things vary, but we can provide that, and the idea is to provide these units, and these units are like 10-story tall. They are huge, and they can generate multi megawatts of electricity, 5-10 megawatts of electricity. And for all the garbage that goes into the landfill and pollutes the environment, this can be used to not only not pollute their environment, but we actually eliminate pollution and then use garbage as a resource for generating clean, sustainable, and renewable energy for the benefit of the people.
Wow, very interesting. ZimFirst claim as the Merit Party with fresh ideas. Can your technology affirm that claim? If so, how?
Well, definitely. I think what ZimFirst is doing and wanting to bring aligns with the principles and vision of Renewable Energies Inc. Because I believe that if you want to bring about change in the world, you need to change yourself, and you need to change what you have in your neighborhood first. So the change starts with you first, and ZimFirst is doing that. It is bringing a better perspective into Zimbabwe, and we want to bring this positive change into Zimbabwe. So those things align very well.
Okay. And how does an ordinary Zimbabwean expected to benefit from your technology?
Oh, he benefits in many, many ways. First of all, the air in Zimbabwe becomes much, much cleaner. The land is not polluted at all, at least from the garbage. The water table underneath it is also protected. And Zimbabwe has rivers, but it does not have big reserves of water. So air, land, and water pollution are not going to be reduced, but totally eliminated by this. But because we are going to pump multi-million dollars into Zimbabwe, the ordinary Zimbabwean can look forward to getting jobs that we are going to create. So we are creating lots of jobs, but because we are bringing this business and this project in many, many locations in Zimbabwe, that also means that we are giving a whole lot of business to other existing business, or there will be new businesses that can be opened. And all of these businesses, whether existing business or new business, are going to have a lot more people. So in effect, we are going to create a whole lot more jobs. We are going to pump money into Zimbabwe's economy, take pollution away completely, and clean the environment a whole lot more. Plus, we are going to give byproducts that are going to benefit Zimbabwe in many, many ways.
Oh, that's beautiful. And why did you choose to partner with Dr. Maxwell Tshuma and ZimFirst?
So he was introduced to me as a very strong candidate to be the next president of Zimbabwe. One of the best things is that I live in the US and have been doing that for a very, very long time. I'm an engineer that believes in technology, and the good technology that can do something good for humankind. And Dr. Tshuma is a doctor, a PhD doctor in chemical engineering, and he has the knowledge and he has the vision of bringing positivity into Zimbabwe. So those technological use to implement for the benefit of the people align, and we hooked up very well, and I believe that Mr. Tshuma can bring about that positivity as a president for Zimbabwe.
Oh, wonderful. Last question to you, Mr. Sandeep. What message do you have for Zimbabweans about the benefit they derive if REI and ZimFirst implement your technology in Zimbabwe?
Like I mentioned, I cannot